Hey everybody, it is the weekend and it is time for another video. So I'm here in Waynesboro, Virginia, and they are having military history. So I hope you enjoy this. Let's check it out. It's pretty cool. We're starting here at the Revolutionary War. Items they got here. Common sense.
At the 7th Virginia Regiment, we mustered at Gloucester Courthouse in 1775, and we spent the first year on guard duty in Williamsburg and in Yorktown. And then Lord Dunmore, the Royal Governor of Virginia, he fled Williamsburg and went to Gwen's Island. So we went chasing him to Gwen's Island, and we launched a artillery bombardment on Gwen's Island, also on all the British ships in the harbor. And then we marched north to Morristown, New Jersey, and that's when we met up with General Washington and became part of the Continental Army. So our history is that we fought the British at Gwen's Island, July 8th, 1776. We fought at Brandywine, 1777. We fought at Germantown. Our regiment spent that very famous winter at Valley Forge. We fought at Monmouth, which was the hottest battle of the American Revolution in terms of temperature. And Stony Point, that was very famous because the whole battle was done with bayonets and no firing of the muskets. And then finally, on May 12th, 1780, we were captured by the British in Charleston and sat out the remainder of the war as prisoners in a prison ship in Charleston Harbor. I'll give a little quiz for your viewers here. So this is what a soldier would carry. This is his equipment, his accoutrements. You'd have a Brown Bess rifle. You would have a cartridge box with 30 cartridges, his canteen, bayonet, and also he would have a hunting shirt. This is what he would wear in camp so he doesn't mess up his jacket. But also the soldiers like to fight in battle with the hunting shirt instead of a jacket. He would have a haversack, which is basically like his lunchbox. That's where he would carry 3 days of rations in his haversack. And so my trick question to you is, what do you think is the most prized possession for the soldier? What would he prize the most of everything here?
How about the shirt?
The knife?
I'll tell you the answer. The answer is the blanket.
The blanket.
He would have the blanket rolled up across his shoulder, and if he was in battle and he was throwing stuff off, the blanket is the last thing he would discard. And after the battle was over, when he went to retrieve his equipment, the blanket is the first thing that he would retrieve. And it was so valuable that as incentive to get young men to join the Army promised them they could keep their blanket after the war was over. Because quite often, that was the only thing that they had to keep warm. And sometimes they were so naked, that was the only thing they had to cover their nakedness was their blanket.
There we go. Put some food on the pot.
That's a good job.
What's that?
A little camera here.
It looks fun. Camera? What's a camera?
Yeah,
It's
I know.
1865. Oh, yeah.
I'm from the future.
Matthew, what's his name? Grady? Yeah, I've heard of you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. How y'all today? I actually have a wireless telegraph back here that, I'm talking to people with, but it's top secret. I got it from
I won't tell anybody.
I got it from General Grant. It's worthless piece of military issuance. It's right here.
The heck?
Yes. Oh, how silly. It's like the one I'm wearing almost. This is called a kepi. Okay. Didn't keep the sun out of your eyes. Didn't keep your ears from sunburning. Didn't keep the rain off. Now this is a little more practical. This is called a forage hat. Okay, you can see. See, a lot of times, you know, your quartermaster, he isn't around too much. You'd go around and forage, literally, for food, you know. And
nuts and berries.
these were country boys. They knew what you could eat and what you couldn't eat, and that's why they call that a forage hat. But whenever I go out to fight, always wear my slouch hat. Wide brim, it's made of wool, keeps the rain off, keeps the sun off. Practical. And they had a hard life, man. They didn't carry much with them. They got rid of a lot of stuff. The favorite thing to get rid of course, was the bayonet. They always got rid of that because it really wasn't good for anything. It was very intimidating. If, like, you had 500 guys on that hill coming at you with the bayonets in the sun, very scary. Very scary. I've seen that. But the Union kept real good hospital records of wounds, casualties. Very few bayonet wounds. Plus, it was a triangular blade, so if I stick you with a knife, you can sew that up. How do you sew up a triangle?
Not easy.
So what mostly if they didn't toss them in the ditch, they used them for stirring the fire, getting the coffee pot off the fire, and what a lot of them would do, and I looked that up, they would heat it up so it was red hot, and they'd bend it so it'd be a hook attached to the end of the rifle, because when the battle's done, you got bodies. So they would use that to hook them and pull them off the field.
You know, there was only 25,000 troops in the entire country to police the frontier, do reconstruction duty in the south, man the forts on the east and the west coast, and man all of the armories and military schools across the country. You know, the Civil War employed millions of men, huge armies and divisions, and after the war there, the 7th Cavalry had never been together completely until 3 days before they marched out of Fort Abraham Lincoln. The last 3 companies were recalled from the Department of the South to join up with the other companies, and then they marched out of Fort Lincoln, so they had no time to get to know each other, let alone train together at all. They had to train as they marched. And that was in May that they left, I think it was May 25th or earlier that they left, and they sent back a lot of green recruits because they were useless. They couldn't ride, they couldn't shoot, they were just a liability.
Check out this Jeep.
Yeah, thank you for coming by.
Yeah, this is the Jeep right here. Love this. This is cool. It's like the MASH sign. And this is World War II.
12, 13 million people served in World War II, men and women. 20% fought. 80% helped, supplied. They were the support people. And that's the one thing that people, you know, they think of Saving Private Ryan, they think of Brandon Brothers, fight, 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 fight. Well, even the ones that fought waited more than they fought. Boredom, waiting for mail, food was crummy, the purified water tasted bad. So there were radios that played morale music. There was Coca-Cola. You can see the crate there. You know, they did as much as they could to raise the morale. They, I mean, the USO shows. If you may be old enough to remember Bob Hope.
Yeah,
he went to
that's who I
Vietnam.
was thinking of.
He went to the Gulf.
Yeah.
He started out going in World War II all over.
Yeah.
And those people, entertainers, they did that. It was a war that a lot of people, most people got behind.
Kilroy was here. Nice Jeep.
Mighty Mite. It's a 420 M422 Mighty Mite.
This can go in the water, right?
Yeah, snorkel.
That's why I got the snorkel right here. Got some more Jeeps here. Let's check this out. Look at this. 1943 Willys. Man, I like this Jeep. Love Jeeps. Yeah.
What you see right now is the Gulf War era. So you're looking at cold, late Cold War, up through Desert Storm to modern, modern to about 2012, 2013 era. And then we're portraying an arms room right now. So, what we have is some of the common weapons that you would find over in Iraq and Afghanistan. Iraqis and the Afghanis, you would see surplus weapons from all types of countries. There's parts in Afghanistan where you see people with muskets still guarding. So the hookah was one of the common things that we would have up in our CP. We used to go out and visit the sheikhs and stuff like that in their own villages. The problem is there's multiple sheikhs, just like there's multiple areas of Waynesboro. Yeah. So what the sheikhs would notice is we're visiting this sheikh a little bit more than this sheikh, so they got favoritism. So let's go pick on that sheikh when they're not there. So what we started to do is invite them to the base instead, and to keep up with their culture and customs and stuff like that, we try to kind of make them feel at home. So we'd have chai tea just like them, and then. The enlisted guys, if we were with the IPs or Iraqi police and Iraqi army, we'd break out the hookah, just like typical enlisted guys and, smoke and joke. So the tobacco in this is normal tobacco with molasses that's flavored. So right now, it's apple and mint, 2 apples and mint. And if you smell that, it's like a air freshener at home kind of,
Get ready! Take aim! Fire!
Pick your target and fire.
Halfway up that middle tree.
Small tree farther up the hill. Ready? Ready? Aim. Fire.
Take aim. Fire. Hammer goes all the way back, flip the ejection lever, and out it comes. That's the way it's supposed to happen. In, up, fire. Okay. One of my bullets missed. One of them didn't fire, so you didn't hear it. Let's rock and roll. That was 20 rounds. Any questions?
Alright, so that was the military history here in Waynesboro. So hope you enjoyed it. I know I learned a lot. Please like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Definitely, please subscribe. There's also a little bell right there beside the subscribe button you can click on, and you'll be notified of the latest videos. I post once a week. So I'll see you in the next video. Have a great one.